The beard is gone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Cameron Levis, aspiring actor here. And we're going to be continuing Season 5 with the second half of the season, 5B. What a week, huh? You guys had to survive 11 months. I couldn't even get through a week. This last episode was great. Episode 8 of Season 5. It was just a treasure trove of throwbacks and nods to all these, important moments throughout the series. And it really shows how far we've come on this Breaking Bad journey of ours. The fly, the contaminant, as Walter put it, that tortured him back in Season 3 in that episode that seemed to have divided the fan base. I don't think you can deny that it's a special episode, regardless of what side of the line that you stand on. Either you see it as a filler episode, or you see it as a character progression episode. Does it just hold meaning to whoever watches it? I don't know. That's why it's a special episode. But I will say this. If The Fly in Season 3 represented Walter's guilt towards letting Jane die, and The Fly in this episode represents Mike, Walter was able to let this fly go a lot easier than the first one. And the first time around, Walter let Jane die, but with Mike, he was the direct cause of killing Mike. So I think The Fly in Season 3 has some meaning to it in relation to this episode. The painting, remember we talked about that? What does it mean? Walter, he's going off to the afterlife and his family is waiting on the shore, or he's going to provide and, pursue this life of crime so that his family will have everything that they need when he passes on. It's interesting that this painting is worn out. It looks like it's falling apart. It's grown weary. It kind of reminds me of Walter after this 3-month time skip. And there's that montage. He just looks worn out, tired. He feels like there's something missing. It's not the same as it was before. And you see that later on when Walter speaks to Jesse and they talk about, the good old times. It's here that Walter, I think, first experiences that feeling of deja vu. He asks Todd's uncle, where do you suppose these paintings come from? I've seen this painting before. And all throughout this episode, Walter's just experiencing this, feeling of familiarity. It's a glitch in the Matrix. And he has this feeling again when he goes back to the hospital for another MRI scan, shot in the same sequence as episode 1. He goes to the bathroom and he finds that paper towel dispenser that he punched after he survived being stranded in the desert and then finding out that his cancer's in remission. He's just wailing on the paper towel dispenser, venting and releasing frustration. This time, he just looks at it with a smirk. He's no longer afraid. He feels he's in control of his life, his destiny. Also, is the hospital's model if it ain't broke, don't fix it? It's been 5 or 6 months, they haven't replaced it? Come on. Is this the image you want to portray to your patients, man? The ricin made another appearance. Still haven't used it yet. But Walter, it looked like he was going to poison Lydia. He had it ready. It was under his hat. He was probably going to slip it in her hot water. Lydia said we're going to make a lot of money together. Just like Tuco told Walter a year ago. So Lydia was able to give Walter the list of Mike's 9 guys who are in prison and are probably going to talk. Or 10, including the lawyer, right? And in a well-coordinated attack, Walter was able to take them all out within 2 minutes. And when Lydia said, we can make a lot of money together, Walter, he gave her another chance. And they made a ton of money together, holy crap. Enough money for 10 lifetimes, as Skylar put it. She doesn't even know what to do with it. There's so much, you can't launder it. It's useless. Walter, maybe you should have took Saul's advice and bought the laser tag. And another line, learn to take yes for an answer. That was uttered by Mike at the bar right after Gustavo killed Victor. And all 3 of them, Jesse, Walter, and Mike, are just coping with what they had just witnessed. This time Walter said it to Lydia when they were finalizing their deal. Another line, who's we? This one's interesting because it doesn't have to do with Walter. Walter wasn't on the receiving end of this one. Jesse was. In both of these instances. Jane didn't actually say who's we, word for word. What she said was, who's you and me? The idea is still, the same, I would argue. And the meaning behind it. She said that when Jesse and her were dating, and she hid that fact from her father, saying that Jesse was just the tenant next door. The stoner tenant that I'm sleeping with. As she so eloquently put it. Jesse was hurt. Like, he was taken aback. And this happened again when Jesse came up to Walter and he asked about, Mike's disappearance, and these 9 guys are going to flip because their hazard pay was taken from them. And he said, what are we going to do? And Walter's like, who's we? You lost your vote. You left. I'm the only vote that matters. And again, Jesse's on the receiving end. But to Jesse, this seems eerily familiar. Gustavo and Skylar, they said the same line to Walter. Would you take a drive with me? And both times, Walter was pleasantly surprised with what they had to show him. Either a super lab or a mountain of cash in a storage unit. And then the book. This book has been flying under the radar for 2 seasons. Never saw it coming. Who would have thought that a karaoke singer and a well-timed dump would be the great Heisenberg's undoing? So, yeah, a couple things didn't register with me right away. I thought they were at Hank's house at the very end for some reason. Because, they were talking about Schraderbrow, and then when Hank went to grab this book, I'm like, is he reading the notebook, the piece of evidence that he received? And he's only just now putting pieces together? Like, something doesn't make sense here. But no, like, Hank is actually holding a physical copy of the book. This isn't the notebook copy that he was given. So I just, muddied the water for myself. And it wasn't until editing the episode I'm like, oh my god! And there was never a scene where Walter receives the book from Gale in person. It's just implied that he got it as a gift. But it's there. You go back to season 3, it's there. And it just pops up in these blink and you'll miss it moments. It's just been lying in wait, literally. Sure, at the beginning of the episode, I thought it was a little weird that there was a shot of Walter just randomly grabbing a towel when he's having a shower. Like, I thought that was a little strange. Like, why would they take this time to... Yeah, it's a cool angle. But, what's the significance? I didn't even notice the book. Back in season 3, Walter's reading this book when just before Hank calls him about, hey buddy, what was the name of that drug dealer that sold you marijuana? When Hank was staking out Pinkman's house, the same episode that the RV was destroyed in. He's reading it, just casually. And it appears again in season 5 when Walter returns home and he unpacks his things and he looks at the book and he smiles and he places it on his nightstand. It didn't click. I feel duped. And here I'm thinking, it'll be Gus's cameras and the laptop that'll get Walter. Skylar, she's going to break and she's going to flip on Walter and go to the police. Hank is going to catch them in the act somehow through this bug in his office. He's going to screw with them. No, it's a poem and last night's Chipotle. Luckiest dump in history. But, that totally fits the show. Walter, he's so careful about covering his tracks. With the whole Lily of the Valley thing, he didn't want Pinkman to know that it was him that poisoned Brock, so he got rid of everything. When they were, going to destroy this laptop, Walter, he took care of shaving off all the codes and anything that can be traced back to them in that truck that they were in. But, with this book, he smiled at it, he placed it on his nightstand, he's just so arrogant. At that point, he's like, yeah, I outsmarted everyone, and I'm going to keep this as a keepsake. But it got him in the end. So, now what's going to happen? Are they going to pick up from where they left off? They're at a little family get-together at the White residence. He's probably going to come out, and everyone's going to be like, wow, Hank, did you have the most epic dump of your entire life? You're pale as a ghost. It was a nice family get-together, and everybody seemed to be enjoying themselves. Walter Jr., he's strolling Holly around the pool. Skylar actually looks like she's getting some sleep. She's kind of getting comfortable. Things seem to be getting back to semi-normal. Oh my god, what is Hank going to do? Is he going to interrogate Skylar? If he arrests Walter right there, it'll rip apart the family. Just everyone's going to know. Oh my god. Walter Jr. What is he going to think about his dad? Walter's image is going to be shattered. And Skylar's going to be implicated as well. She's an accomplice to this. Laundering. Hank has to make some big choices right now. If he arrests Walter, like, there's a chance that he could lose his job. The great Heisenberg under his nose the whole time, his brother-in-law. Like, conspiracy theories, maybe the media, if they get a hold of this story, what if they, say that, well, Hank probably let his brother-in-law escape so that he could climb the corporate ladder at the DEA office. He's got to be very careful right now. Mike, we had a good thing going here. When he said that, I got the impression that Mike really likes this lifestyle. Did he like being a criminal, or did he like exposing the inadequacies of the justice system by, constantly thwarting them and making them seem like idiots? But, I'm expecting to see him again in Better Call Saul. We'll probably get a little bit more about his backstory. Maybe see him at the time when he left being a police officer, and then just like a couple of years into helping Gustavo. So we'll see what really is Mike's deal. If he's just always been a bad person, or if he just wanted to prove a point. It's a shame that his granddaughter won't know what happened to her grandfather, and she's probably not going to receive any money. I think they confiscated the second hazard pay for her. But, there's a chance that maybe Jesse or Saul or Walter will maybe fulfill Mike's wish. We'll see if they have a change of heart. And Jesse, oh man, that was brutal. When Jesse showed up, Mike was in the trunk of Walter's car, just a foot away from him. And he's asking Walter, hey, did Mike get out? Is he okay? And Walter's like, he's gone. Jesse's aware of what happened to the 9 men in prison, Saul told him. And I also think that Jesse knows that Walter did something to Mike. Saul didn't look impressed either. During that montage, that 3-month time skip, Walter's giving Saul his cut. He's drinking vodka, and he doesn't look all that impressed. I think Mike would have had some way of contacting Saul. Saul has a lot of burner phones. And I think after 3 months, he would have heard something by now. I'm sure Mike would have wanted an update about what's going on with these 9 guys and his granddaughter. But that call never came. When Walter showed up to Jesse's house, Jesse saw who it was that was at the door, and he had a gun with him. At that point, I think Jesse knows that Walter killed those 9 guys. Walter took care of Mike, and there's a chance that Walter is here to finish off Jesse as well. But when Walter came in, he was just reminiscing about old times. Walter, he doesn't feel fulfilled. He wants to go back. He's yearning to go back to those good old days with Jesse and the RV. And then he gave Jesse $5 million, his promised cut, and left. And Jesse, he was just crying. Either crying that I almost killed my friend again, or crying that, Walter's a monster. He killed Mike. Now Hank's going to come crashing down on Walter. Jesse's going to get implicated as well. Maybe. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next. I'm so scared. We're at the drop zone right now. Things are at the height, as high as they can go, and it's just going to come crashing down right now. Lords of Dogtown. Flash forward. Who's he hunting? Walter looks sick. It's only been a year. Heisenberg. crazy. You reap what you sow, Walter. Now there's plenty of flies. Holly's room, the vent. What about the ricin? Is it still in the socket? Jeez.
Hello, Carol.
He's got the book with him. You got a big choice to make, Hank.
Well, actually, they were my ideas. You're all welcome.
You are the devil.
Thanks, Marie.
I'm feeling 100%.
Oh, no, I hope it's not something you ate.
No, I just...
Chipotle?
We have Pepto, Uncle Hank.
No, I'm good. I think we need to shove off. Hey,
Jesus.
you okay to drive? Yeah. Feel better.
All right,
You
let's
wait,
get
Bob?
started on those dishes. Come on. You.
No, you.
You. Washing, okay?
I'll dry. You wash.
No, but
Hello,
you're the
Carol.
good washer. Oh, hi, Walt.
Hank? Hank? Hank?
Pull over. Panic attack's back.
Marie, baby. I'm okay. I'm fine. Trust me. Discussion over. Do not tell Skylar.
What? Why?
Just don't.
It's in the vault.
Something to be embarrassed about. Hank?
He's gonna compare the handwriting. There's the notebook. That's what I thought he was reading in the toilet. The why? Yep. Crap.
Air fresheners are high margin, right?
At 30 cents wholesale, yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking we reorganize the display. Separate the food sense from the nature sense. I mean, does bubble gum belong anywhere near ocean spray? What do successful car wash owners do? They buy more car washes. Listen, Skylar, you'll be laundering that money for years, decades. Wouldn't two be better than one?
Well, there's Gentle Hands over by Kirtland. I do love that location. I'll think about it. Good morning. Welcome to A1.
Just regular, please.
Well, we're having
Lydia.
a special on hand wax, $21.99 if you're interested in getting rid of those water spots.
Just the regular. That's fine.
Okay. Well, there's complimentary coffee inside while you're waiting. Have an A1 day.
Please give this to your car wash professional and have an A1 day.
An A1 day.
68%. And falling.
Good morning. May I have your ticket, please?
I knew there would be a drop in quality. A 68%. This is not what I agreed to.
I left a viable operation. The rest was up to you. May I have your ticket, please?
I'm only asking for a few days.
So he did leave.
A week at most. Call it a tutorial.
That's the standard wash.
Fix this. Get the ship back on course. We'll make it worth your while.
And Declan's gone back to making his own.
You're putting me in a box here. You know what could happen.
Again, none of my concern. Here's your change. And if you'll hand this to your car wash professional, and have an A1 day.
Well, who was that?
She's a former business associate who wants me to go back. And I won't.
What are you gonna do?
Get out of here. Now.
Excuse me?
Never come back here. Do you understand me? Go.
Here we go. Combo. Tuco. Tio. Mike. What kind of music is this? And of course, the Schrader bro. Gail. Ugh.
What do you think all those sparkles and shit are? Transporters are breaking you apart, man, down to your molecules and bones. They're making a copy. That dude who comes out on the other side, he's not you. He's the color Xerox.
So you're telling me every time Kirk went into the transport, he was killing himself? So over the whole series, there's like 147 Kirks.
At least.
Maybe.
I ever tell you about my Star Trek script? The whole crew's in the galley. They're eating Tullaberry pies.
Oliver.
Tullaberries. From Gamma Quadrant, yo.
Badger. Skinny Pete. You guys have been holding out on me. We should hang out sometime.
He's got Scotty back in the transporter room, locked in on Chekhov's stomach. Every time Chekhov eats a pie, Scotty beams it right out of him.
Where's he sending him? The toilet?
Space! There's blueberries just floating out there, frozen because it's in space. And Chekhov is just shoveling them into his mouth. And Spock's like, I can't believe this Russian is defeating me. Meanwhile, Scotty's in the transporter room fiddling with levers when Lieutenant Uhura comes in. And she's got, you know, her big pointies. And Scotty's fingers are all sweaty.
No.
Chekhov screams. He sprays blood out of his mouth.
Oh.
Scotty beamed his guts into space.
No way!
Hey man, where are you going? You're missing the best part.
Keep going.
You know you can't smoke that up in here.
Why don't you take it off me?
This goes to Kaylee Ermintrout, and that goes to Mr. and Mrs. Albert Sharp. 315 East Pueblo. It's up in White Horse. It's $2.5 million each, total of 5.
Drew Sharp, that's
The
the kid
boy.
on TV, the missing. But why would you scratch that? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Kaylee Ermintrout, that's Mike's granddaughter. So this is Mike's money.
It's fine.
It's your money, okay? And you're giving it to Kaylee Ermintrout.
That's what Mike wanted.
So you and Mike, You been in touch?
What do you think so?
My advice is, come on already. Mike left one step ahead of the boys in blue, and you better believe his family's on the radar. A couple $1,000,000 shows up, they're gonna snatch it. Too sweet. The feds have already taken Kaylee's money twice. What are you going for a hat trick?
I'll freaking do it myself, Salt.
Oh, no. I was thinking out loud.
I'm not bullshit, Salt. Are you gonna do this or not?
Yes, absolutely. I live to serve. And kid, you might want to think about cleaning up a little, getting some rest. You'd look better.
Let's get it done.
Don't hang up on me. Yeah, there's a problem. There's 5 million of them here in my office.
I'll handle it.
Oh yeah, the bug. The bug appeared in the previous episode as well. Just like the bug appeared in the episode with Spooge and Spooge's wife.
Deja vu, huh?
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's blood money.
Ice? Okay, yes, all right. I said that. I did. But it was in the heat of the moment. I was trying to win an argument, all right? And I was wrong.
But there is nothing left for us to do except to try to live ordinary, decent lives. Like Kaylee Ehrmantraut. She needs someone looking after her.
Mike is perfectly capable of looking after his own granddaughter.
I don't think so. I don't think he is capable. I don't think he's coming back.
What are you saying?
You doing what you did, offing Mike skies. If he was out there, you'd have to look over your shoulder the rest of your life, and that's not how you do things. So I think he's dead, and I think you know that.
I don't know that. I don't. Listen to me. I did not kill Mike. The last time that I saw him, he had his bag, the one that I brought him. And he got into his car and he drove away. And for all I know, he is alive and well. If he does come back and he doesn't understand why I had to do what I did, well, then that's on me.
You're just trying to win an argument, Walter. It's in the heat of the moment.
I need you to believe this.
Or what?
It's not true. It's just not.
So he's out there. He's okay.
Yes. Mike is fine. Wherever he is. I need you to believe me.
Yeah. Like you said, he's alive.
Just like Gus.
Have you seen Leaves of Grass?
Hmm?
My book? What Whitman, dark green hardcover?
I didn't even know he had that.
Yeah, me neither until last week.
What's wrong with Hank?
It's a stomach bug, sounds like. He hasn't been to work all week. Well, good night.
There's a lot of bugs going around nowadays. Jesus. I 50,000 for Pennywise.
Anything you want us to tell Steve Gomez?
It's Billy!
He says he's worried about you.
And his new car!
Yeah, tell him I already got 2 grandmas.
But Marie's gonna run over that too. Oh, Walter. Oh, Christ.
They're good guys, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good to see you. How you feeling?
Well, you know, been better. But
When I heard you weren't going into work, well, looks like you have the work coming to you. Perks of being the boss, huh? Hey, did you have any of that potato salad?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, no one else got sick, so I probably shouldn't worry about it. Well, Skylar will be very happy to hear that you're feeling better. Which reminds me, I better get back to it. If there's anything I can do, feel better. You know, you're gonna laugh, but I have to ask you about this. Believe it or not, I found this on my car. I mean, it looks just like the GPS tracker that we used on Gus Fring, doesn't it? Back when we were tracking him, just the two of us. You wouldn't know anything about this, would you, Hank? Okay. I gotta say, I don't like the way you're looking at me right now.
Jeez.
It was you. All along, it was you! You son of a bitch. You drove into traffic to keep me from that laundry. Calm down. You killed 10 witnesses to save your sorry ass. You bombed a nursing home. Heisenberg. You lying, two-faced sack of shit.
Hank. Look, I don't know where this is coming from, Hank, but just
I swear to Christ, I will put you under the jail.
Just take a breath, okay? Just listen to yourself. These wild accusations, they could destroy our family.
Damn,
and for what?
shit about family.
My cancer is back.
Rotten, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I want to beat this thing. I do. I'm back on chemo, and I am fighting like hell. But the truth is, in 6 months, you won't have
someone to prosecute.
6 months?
But even if somehow you were able to convince anyone I was capable of doing these things, you and I both know I would never see the inside of a jail cell. I'm a dying man who runs a car wash, my right hand to God. That is all that I am. What's the point?
Skylar, bring the kids here. And then we'll talk.
That is not going to happen.
I don't know who you are. I don't even know who I'm talking to.
If that's true, if you don't know who I am, then maybe your best course would be to tread lightly.
That was intense. Hank put everything together. What's Hank gonna do? Man! If you don't know who I am, then it's best to tread lightly. You can read that like both ways. If you think I'm Heisenberg, then watch your back. But if you think I'm Walter right now, what you're about to do is going to rip apart our family. Yeah, his time is short now. So he didn't tell anybody about... He only has 6 months left. I guess he wanted, life to go back to normal. 3 months plus another month. So 4 months of the year has already passed. There's still 8 more to go. So he's still alive after 8 months. Guess now we know why Walter's so sickly looking at the age of 52. Oh, he's so thin. So Walter's back on chemotherapy, and he got sick at the right time. I mean, it was terrible time, because he's back on chemo and his cancer's back, but lucky that he found out that the book was missing. Walter, you knew it was in the bathroom. Come on, man. That book should be on your nightstand, not reading material when you're taking a crap. Or maybe that's what he thought of Gail, an appropriate place for his gift. Flash forward. Walter's house. It's abandoned. 8 months does a lot of damage to a house. Holy crap. Heisenberg written on the wall, so it's known. So there's going to be a raid or something at some point. Hank's going to try to protect the kids. Maybe Walter will say it was just me, Skylar has nothing to do with it. Maybe Skylar will be safe too. Because she's not with Walter at the age of 52, so I know she might be safe. Walter went back to get the ricin. So, yes, whoever he's hunting is going to get it. Right hand to God. I'm a car wash owner. He's still pulling those strings, or trying to at least. Plant seeds of doubt. Just like with Jesse. Jesse just confirmed everything that I just said. When Walter killed those guys, Mike would totally be out for Walter. He should be looking over his shoulder, but he doesn't have a care in the world. And Jesse wanted to fulfill Mike's wish in making sure that his granddaughter has $2.5 million. I mean, it looks like she's, living in a pretty decent house. Upper middle class. She needs the $2 million. I think she's good, Mike. Lydia looks like she's just dealing with Declan. And Declan's only producing, a meth that's only under 70% pure. And it's not good enough. So she's on the chopping block. She's got a lot to lose now. What's gonna happen? Walter's very important. Lydia needs him. Even if Walter gets arrested, he might have, people watching him. Like Declan's guys. Badger and Skinny Pete, Star Trek fans. Let's hang out. That's gross. He transported his insides into outer space. Oh, right, Jesse. Love it. It's going through Jesse's mind. It's just trying to process everything. Billy! Ah, it's a continuation of where we left off. Walter, run over that car, man. Run over that car! Ah, close.
You make her get off the phone.
Oh, crap.
Mariano, who is Skylar on the phone with?
Tokyo Drift?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Where is she? Where's Skylar? She just kind of left. She didn't say where she was going.
Just roll with it, Skylar.
So much makes sense to me now. You jumping in the pool, you sending us your kids. I get it. I just wished I'd seen it sooner. He's a monster. Look, I don't know what he did to you to force you to keep his secrets. If he threatened you or what kind of mind games he played. I don't know if there was abuse. But I want you to know that you can be open with me. Don't hold anything back. I mean, I don't even understand if you know the full extent of this, what he's done. Not just the meth cooking and the lives he's destroyed. But look, that's all behind you, starting now.
Is Skylar gonna defend Walter after everything?
Just here's the thing, you see, I need something solid that I can bring to my people. A statement on the record. So you testifying to Walt's criminal activity, whatever you know. That goes a long, long way.
She'll be implicated as well.
I mean,
she can't say
see, bringing
anything.
a case this big, gathering all this evidence enough to get a conviction, we're talking a long haul proposition here. And I don't want that bastard running out the clock. But with your testimony,
Wait, what do you mean running out the clock?
His cancer. His cancer's back. Who's to say it's even true? Lying piece of shit. Look, regardless, I mean, just assume. Fine, okay? You know that son of a bitch looks me in the eye and he says, if what I know is true, if he'll be dead before I can prove it. Balls on it, son. I got all these little pieces, and they're all part of the story, right? But they don't mean much on their own. But when you start telling me what you know, we start filling in the gaps. I'll have them in lockup before the sun goes down.
Hank, I think maybe I need a lawyer.
If you call in Saul, like, he's gonna think something's up.
No one in the world is more important to me than your sister. So believe me when I tell you that your best interest and mine are the same.
Hank, you telling me not to talk to a lawyer doesn't sound like that at all. It sounds like what you want. What you want is to get Walt at all costs.
Okay,
Hanks, he wants that satisfaction at all costs. Like, he knows that Walter has a time limit, but he just wants to get him.
Come on, let's go to the house and we'll deal with it there. Come on.
Am I under arrest? What? Am I under arrest?
Skylar, you're not thinking straight about this. You have to listen to me.
He's not denying it.
Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Hank, are you arresting me? Am I under arrest?
Ah, the A team. Huel. He's a man of many talents.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I gotta do it, man.
Ah.
Dude.
Huel.
What are you doing? Huel. Hey, quit screwing around.
Make money, angels.
Mexico. All I'm saying.
Guy hit 10 guys in jail within a 2-minute window. All's I'm saying.
It's the third message. Where the hell is that kid?
That's her.
Don't.
I have to talk to her.
You don't
I
have to
find out what
You
she said
answer
to
that
me.
phone, and Schrader's on the other end of the line with a legal wiretap recording everything you say. You're not doing anybody any favors except for him. In fact, why do you still have a battery in that thing? Take it out. Yeah, they might be trying to triangulate your movements. I'm not being paranoid. Do it.
Listen to Saul.
What has she seen? Nothing. It's hearsay. It's all he said, she said. I mean, the only real evidence that she can lead them to is your money. And once we take care of that, well, yeah, then they got nothing.
Nothing. Hank knows. That's not nothing.
Yeah.
Hank's the only one that knows, though.
There's always,
Always what?
have you given any thought to sending him on a trip to Belize?
Belize?
Yeah, Belize. You know, where Mike went. It's just conjecture on my
Hank
part.
is family.
Okay, it's an
You
option.
understand that?
It's an option that has worked very well for you in the recent past.
Jesus, what is wrong with you?
My mistake. Family off limits, of course. I'm just throwing thoughts out there. This is a safe room, right?
Send him to Belize. I'll send you to Belize.
I took the tops off. Figure you want to check to make sure it's still all there.
You figured right.
Close enough.
He just knows.
Hey, if you need any help on the other end.
Yeah, these things are a bitch to move on your own.
I'll manage.
Enough money for 10 lifetimes, Walter. Like, throw Saul a bone.
Pay Huel and Kubi and take your cut. The rest is mine.
There you go.
Insurance in case I need you.
In case you need me, I'm thinking the probability is high.
Just find Jesse.
How long is that gonna take, man? With a pickaxe, no less.
Just you. Not Hank. It can't be true. Hank said that when you walked into the pool, that's when you knew. When you had your... But not then. Before that. Since Gus Frank. The money. All that money that Walt made.
Can't
When you bought your car wash. And your whole gambling story. That was a lie. You won't talk. You won't talk to Hank because you think that Walt is going to get away with this. Marie, hey. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? She's coming with us. No, she is not. Give her back to me. Marie. You are not leaving this house with my daughter. Give her back to me. Marie, give her back to me. You're scaring her. Marie, give her back to me. Protect her.
But
She's not gonna live in this madhouse. You do not know what you're talking about. Give her back to me.
Marie.
Listen, I will call the police. You call them. You call them, Skylar. You tell them. Give everything. My baby.
Marie, put her down.
You can't take her away from
Marie.
me. Give me my baby. Skylar, that is my child. Give me my baby.
Marie!
Now.
Do it now.
Who are these people? Right, Marie?
You have to get him.
Marie. Beautiful.
34, 59, 20, 106, 36, 52. 34, 59, 20, 106, 36, 52.
Did you get my messages? I told Hank nothing. Walt, I swear I didn't. Say something. Please. Oh my God. Walt. Walt. Cancer's back. Is this it?
Does it make you happy?
I can't remember the last time I was happy.
You keep the money. Never speak of it. Never give it up. You pass it on to our children.
Walter Jr. still doesn't know.
Please don't let me have done all this for nothing.
How did Hank find out?
Well, it was Walter's fault.
It was me. I screwed up.
He's got his suspicions. Not much else. You can't give yourself up without giving up the money. It's the way this works, Walt. So maybe our best move here is to stay quiet.
Declan, hey, buddy. Heard you've been making your own product.
All right. It's so important you have to come all the way out here.
The amount of money I'm bringing in, I think I deserve to see exactly why it's all going so wrong.
I don't like my time being wasted.
Well, I'm here. And 10 minutes is a small sacrifice when we're talking about a $50 million shortfall. So?
Well, we cook it in the back of this truck. Adrian here takes care of the pseudo. Yo, is it underneath the,
you've seen it.
Yeah. Now I've seen it.
This is where the magic happens.
Heisenberg standards don't matter anymore.
A bunch of scabby Arizona tweakers. They matter to my buyer in the Czech Republic, I can tell you that. Therefore, they matter to me. Look, I cannot move what this person is making if it's substandard. And it is. It just is. No offense.
If you can do better, do better.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you tried to get the man back, right? He said no, so I mean, what do you want me to do?
Todd. Use Todd again.
Oh, yeah. Who's Todd? It's Matt Damon.
At least Todd's first two cooks were at 74%.
On his third cook, he started a fire. Look, I tried Heisenberg's way. It didn't work out. I want to cook in my territory. I want to use guys that I trust, not Todd, who I don't.
I really wish you'd have given him a chance.
Hey, we have a problem.
What are you up to, Lydia?
Hello? Ma'am? You okay?
Feminist pest at your service. What are you gonna steal this time, Todd? Claiming another trophy?
I don't want to see.
Man, they brought an army.
Are you kidding me with this? Uncle Jack. Fire in the hole. Okay. Okay, boys. Let's take it all. Let's get everything.
The piece I need to prove it all, it's just not here.
Then let them help you. Tell Steve, tell Raimi. You've got enough to get them to believe your story, at least. Put the whole DEA on it.
Look, the day I go in with this, it's the last day of my career, all right? I mean, to have to walk in there, look those people in the eye, and admit that the person I've been chasing the past year is my own brother-in-law.
Big decisions.
It's over for me. 10 seconds after I tell this story, I'm a civilian. And then how can we help Skylar if she comes to her senses? I'll go in there. I'm bringing proof, not suspicions. I can be the man who caught him, at least.
What if you wait? And they catch Walt without you? If they find out that you knew and you said nothing? Hank, will you go to jail too?
Hey, look who's back. I had to see with my own eyes. How you doing?
Good, yeah. You miss me?
Miss you? Like my balls miss Jokic, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know you had balls.
All right, don't make me sorry I stopped by here. Oh, hey, did you hear about that money thing?
No, what money?
Oh,
Pinkman.
I love this. It involves your old pal Jesse Pinkman.
Pinkman?
Oh, these
on,
guys.
buddy. Share with us. Why were you tossing millions of dollars all over Albuquerque?
I promise you we can hold out just as long as you can.
That's a fact. I got a bladder the size of a hot water bottle.
All that cash, I wouldn't be able to stop talking about it.
I know, right? But I don't think I'd be tossing it out my car window.
You guys are wasting your time. Pinkman, he's just checked out.
I have a history with Jesse Pinkman. And I think it could be helpful to me on another active investigation. Yeah, look, I'm only asking for a couple minutes here. You said you wouldn't talk to him? I'm gonna tell you, that kid hates my guts, despises me, okay? Maybe I can get him cranked up enough that he starts yapping. Then you guys go in there, get what you need from the little shit stain, finish him off. Gives me anything useful while he's with me, I'll share it, 100%.
I could use a smoke break, yeah. How about you?
Yeah, he'll share it.
Maybe you could keep an eye on our suspect for us, just for a few minutes.
Oh my god, the music at the end. They're incorporating the playground equipment in the music. These guys are rock stars. This isn't how I wanted them to know. Oh, Marie. She's out for blood now. The family's done. Hank's not gonna say anything unless he has irrefutable proof. He's right. If he says that Heisenberg was his brother-in-law this whole time, he's gonna lose his job. But he wants to be the guy that catches him. He could just wait out the cancer, and he would still have his job. Everybody just stays quiet, and they can move on. No. Hank's just as prideful as Walter. He wants to catch him within this 6-month period that he has left. Just satisfaction. I think he's prepared to lose his job. He just wants to be the guy that gets him. For a second there, I thought Hank was going to be like, hey, Gomi, you know, I have this friend who's also an ASAC, and, not me, but, you know, a buddy of mine, a friend of a friend, really. You know, he has his brother-in-law who he's doing this shady business on the side. Stevie just comes in with a big smile on his face. Everybody is just so, like, down in this episode, so scared. So, like, they're walking on eggshells right now, and Steve just walks into the office with a big smile on his face. I thought that was funny. What's Hank gonna say to Pinkman? Pinkman's just out of it. He knows Walter's a monster, and Walter was the one that killed Mike. Jesse's heart is in the right place. You know, he was giving everybody money. Those guys are asking Jesse where did he get his millions of dollars. Guy doesn't work, right? He doesn't pay taxes. Guess Hank will just have to cut a deal with Jesse, just to see. Marie's never gonna forgive Walter. Now that she knows that Walter was, like, the root cause of why Hank was targeted by those assassins. Putting her through all this grief and torment. Marie was gonna take Holly because she wants to... That was ripping my heart apart, man. Just like, Marie wants to protect Holly, but Skylar only just got her kids back. She might never see them again if they go over to Hank's house. And the two sisters hate each other now. Marie slapping Skylar, I was not expecting that, but, like, it's understandable. There's no way Marie's gonna keep quiet. She has to tell somebody. She wants Hank to get Walter. And if Hank doesn't say anything, she's just gonna drop a line. I think she's gonna, like, start a chain reaction, whether Hank wants her to or not. Lydia, what are you doing, lady? Even if you get Todd to cook for you, it's not the same. 74%? And he started a fire one time? I mean, maybe Lydia will see that Walter's in a tough predicament right now and she'll do something to, you know, help him out. So far, okay, I'm picking up death vibes again from everybody. They're like, only Hank knows. Well, now Hank and Marie know. But, like, if they were to silence Hank before he says something, then that'll solve everyone's problems, right? Just like what Saul said. And then maybe Walter is hunting Lydia or something like that. Hunting Todd's uncles. Or, you know, like the Vaminous Pests, that group. For, you know, taking out Hank. Maybe that's what the flash forward is. He's hunting somebody in that flash forward. The word has gotten out, so everyone knows that he's Heisenberg. Somebody said something. It might be Marie. I'm glad Walter admitted that he screwed up. Before, he never would have admitted that he made a mistake or anything like that. He wants to keep the money. It's all about the money. He doesn't want this year to be for nothing. Just stay quiet. That's their only option. Walter's not going to say anything. And Skylar doesn't know anything about, like, Walter actually, like, killing people, so... She's never seen him cook, either, so, like... She hasn't seen him do anything, really. Yeah, it's just word of mouth and stories. Where's Walter Jr.? Man! Walter Jr.'s the only one that doesn't know right now. You know, Huel is starting to become one of my favorite characters. He's a man of mysteries. One more to go.
Hey, Mr. White, it's me. I know you're probably real busy with retirement, but I got some news I think that you should maybe know about. Me and Declan had some differences of opinion, and it got a little messy. And it's all straightened out now, but just a heads up, there's been a kind of change in management. Anyway, just thought you should know.
You did run your own lab? Do it upright?
Yeah, for sure, I got this.
Todd's probably gonna blow himself up.
Let's make some money then.
Why'd they shoot that? Now I'm suspicious of every shot that they make. Because of that book. What does the blood in the toilet mean?
Mr. Pinkman, how are you today? Not so good, huh? Of course, I might be able to help you out. I want to talk to you about your partner, Heisenberg. See, I know he's my brother-in-law, Walt. Oh, yeah. That's the look. Lucky for you, I'm more interested in him. So I got an offer. You help me out here? Tell me all about you and him and your little meth business. Maybe I talk to my friends at the APD and make all this go away. Maybe you guys aren't getting along so good. I'm right, aren't I?
You're always right, man. Come again?
So that's how you want to play this?
Eat me?
Why don't you try and beat it out of me?
Oh yeah, right.
Thing, right?
Happy people usually don't go around throwing millions of dollars away. But you see, I get that. My own brother-in-law lying to me for over a year. Losing me. Maybe you understand that feeling. Help me out here, Jesse. And we can put him away. I know you want that. I think you want to talk. Up to you.
Agent Schrader, beat any good suspects lately? Call him taller, ask him about his history with my client. He knocked the poor kid unconscious last time they were alone together. So what'll it be, gentlemen? Civil rights lawsuit the size of Montana? Because I'll oblige you. My guys are busting their asses trying to hide Walt's money from the feds, and you're tossing yours out a window? And I have to hear about your little act of philanthropy on the news? Did you hit your head or something? Why didn't you call me the second you got arrested? What did you say to Schrader?
Nothing, Jesus.
Saul, stop talking. I don't care. Just make it happen. Work your magic. And call me when he's out.
You don't want to show Walter Jr. another one of your scars. Remember that talk that they had?
Junior, hang on a second.
Yeah?
Oh, good. Come on back inside.
What happened?
Oh, there's nothing. No, I'm fine. It's fine. I do want to talk.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, here, sit down. I just don't want to keep things from you, okay? I mean, you deserve to know what's happening.
I cook meth. Okay, love you, bye.
Yesterday I passed out. Briefly. Very, very briefly. And I did this.
Why did you pass out?
My latest scans show a little shadow on my lung. But
doctor put me right on a new round of chemo, which is why I've been so tired lately. But I was pushing myself too hard. I know it. I just don't want you to worry. I'm responding really well to the treatment. I'm feeling very, very good about this, right? And what would really help me out is if we all stayed positive. Can we do that? Yeah? Okay. So why don't you go on and help your Aunt Marie, and we'll talk about this later with your mom.
No way. I'm staying.
Flynn's not with you, is he?
No, why would he?
He didn't lie to Walter Jr. He just...
I didn't tell.
Why not?
It's just not time yet.
No, it's past time. Way past time. We talked about this. You've got to tell them now. It's just going to be worse if they find out that you've kept this from them.
Look, it's just I got some things I gotta chase down.
Wait, what? What things?
Leads, you know.
What leads? What? Something new?
I'm not keeping anything from anybody, Marie, okay? Jesus. Don't tell me how to do my job.
Are you sure about this?
It's the only way. My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. This is my confession.
Well, I mean, if they're going to talk about it, they better do it in a public place so that they don't cause a scene.
Thank you for coming. Okay. I'll start. Skylar and I...
Welcome to Garduño's. My name's Trent. I'll be taking care of you today. Can I start anybody off with some beverages? Margarita? All right, how about some of our tableside guacamole?
I think we're fine. I think we need some time with the menu.
No worries. Be right back with some water.
So you here to confess?
There's nothing to confess. We're here to talk about Walter Jr.
Flynn and Holly should be living with us. End of story.
And while we respect your opinion, we think that your concern is misplaced. Skylar and I feel, due to Marie's attempt to lure him to your house,
I wasn't trying to lure him.
regardless of what you might call it, Skylar and I would like to ask you to please leave our children out of this. You realize what this will do to him, hearing these things.
He's gonna hear it when I kick in your front door and arrest you.
If that day ever comes, so be it. You have no evidence to support your claims. Why tear this family apart?
So, how about that guacamole? We make it right here at the table.
Fascinating, Trent.
All we want is for those kids to be safe. You are putting them in danger, keeping them under the same roof as They this. are safe, Marie. You yourself sent them out of the house. And I brought them back. Look, whatever you think he did, this is not an ongoing situation.
Skylar.
No. They need to understand it's in the past. It's over. There is nothing to go after here. There's nothing to accomplish.
How can we believe anything you say? There's no telling where the lies begin and end. That affair of
of yours? Did that even happen?
Please, look, Junior just found out that my cancer is back. He's already facing the idea of living without his father. To put this on top of that, it's just not right.
I swear to God, you start throwing the word right at me.
What I mean
Was it right to run a drug empire? Right to
there
fight?
is no drug empire.
Lying to your son, to all of us, is that right?
What do I have to do to make you believe me?
Why'd you kill yourself, Walt? What?
My
Does your son
God.
dies with you, right? That's what you're saying here? Is that Hank should just let it go and wait for you to die? Or maybe you should just go ahead and die then.
That is not a solution.
No, it's not a solution. He's not getting off that easy.
Jesus, Hank. And the same goes for you if you stick with him. You're not gonna negotiate your way out of this thing. There's only one solution. Step up, be a man, and admit what you've done. That's it. There is no other option.
It's fighting words. Don't say that to Walter. Trent, where's that guacamole?
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. This is my confession. If you're watching this tape, I'm probably dead. Murdered by my brother-in-law, Hank Schrader. Hank has been building a meth empire for over a year now and using me as his chemist.
What?
He asked that I use my chemistry knowledge to cook methamphetamine, which he would then sell using connections that he made through his career with the DEA. I was reeling from a cancer diagnosis that was poised to bankrupt my family. Hank took me on a ride-along and showed me just how much money even a small meth operation could make. And I was weak. I didn't want my family to go into financial ruin, so I agreed. Hank had a partner, a businessman named Gustavo Fring. Hank sold me into servitude to this man. And when I tried to quit, Fring threatened my family. I didn't know where to turn. Eventually, Hank and Fring had a falling out. Things escalated. Fring was able to arrange, I guess you call it a hit, on Hank, and it failed, but Hank was seriously injured. And I wound up paying his medical bills, which amounted to a little over $177,000. Upon recovery, Hank was bent on revenge. Working with a man named Hector Salamanca, he plotted to kill Fring. The bomb that he used was built by me. He gave me no option in that. I have often contemplated suicide, but I'm a coward. I wanted to go to the police, but I was frightened. Hank had risen to become the head of the Albuquerque DEA. To keep me in line, he took my children. For 3 months, he kept them. My wife had no idea of my criminal activities, was horrified to learn what I had done. Recently, I tried once again to quit, and in response, he gave me this. I can't take this anymore. I live in fear every day that Hank will kill me, or worse, hurt my family. All I could think to do was to make this video and hope that the world will finally see this man for what he really is.
Checkmate.
think you should show this to Raimi. Just get ahead of it. That video is a bunch of lies, Hank. Anybody who knows you will know.
$177,000. Hell's he talking about?
They told me it was gambling money.
What was gambling money? Oh, Jesus Christ, Marie. Oh, God, no.
How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know where it really
Why
came
were they
from?
paying for my medical bills? What about my insurance?
Insurance wouldn't have covered the treatment that you needed, and I just wanted the best.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I knew that you would refuse it, and without it, you may never have been able to walk again.
Oh, Christ, Marie.
What a mess.
You killed me here. I mean, that's the last nail. That's the last nail in the coffin.
What do we do?
I already checked it. It's clean. I wouldn't have driven it here if it wasn't. Get one of these, by the way. Reads radio signals. Much easier.
I don't think he's told the rest of the DEA.
Why do you say that?
Just him being there all by himself, and plus he was acting kind of shady. Seemed like he didn't want the other cops hearing what he had to say.
Maybe it's time for you to just leave all of this behind. Just get out of town. Don't look back. Saul knows a man. He
Vacuum cleaner
specializes
salesman?
in giving people new identities. He would move you someplace far away and set you up with a whole new life. I really think that would be good for you.
Somewhere else so that I can hunt you later.
A job, something legitimate, something you like. Meet a girl, start a family even. Hell, you're still so damn young. In a few years, this might all feel like nothing more than a bad dream.
Can you just stop working me for like 10 seconds straight? Stop jerking me around.
Jesse, I am not working you.
Yes. Yes, you are. All right, just drop the whole concerned dad thing and tell me the truth. I mean, you're acting like me leaving town is all about me and turning over a new leaf, but it's really about you. I mean, you need me gone, because your dickhead brother-in-law is never gonna let up. Just say so. Just ask me for a favor. Just tell me you don't give a shit about me, and it's either this, or you'll kill me the same way you killed Mike. I mean, isn't that what this is all about? Us meeting way the hell out here? In case I say no? Come on. Just tell me you need this.
I need a new dust filter for my Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60. Can you help me with that? Yeah, pick up. He's hot. Not hot, just a little hot. Currently out on bail. Yeah, he knows the rules. 1 hour. Okay, he'll be there. And done.
It's done. No. Is Jesse gonna leave a parting gift? that exposes Walter.
Might want to think about making a budget. Hey, whoa, what are you doing? You can't fire up a doob in here. Put that out. I mean it. Put it out. Look, Mr. Natural, right? I'm not going to let you sabotage this thing. This guy is not going to take you if you show up high. So stop screwing around or it's both our asses. Well, that's a start. Now give with the dope. Christ. Some people are immune to good advice. Huel's going to drop you at the pickup spot, then he's going to get the hell out of there. You got that? Guy won't pick up the kid if he's got company. You got a phone?
Cops took it.
All right. In case something goes wrong, guy doesn't show, whatever, you give me a call.
Seriously? Hello Kitty?
Seriously? It's free. You pay him, he'll take your ID, he'll give you a new one. Goodbye, Jesse Pinkman. Hello, Mr. Credit to Society.
So do I get to pick where I go?
Well, it's your life. I imagine you get a say. Want a suggestion? How about Florida? You get a tan, meet the Swedish bikini team, you know, swim with the dolphins.
What about Alaska?
Alaska. Okay, well, that's a different vibe. I never figured you for a big moose lover, but whatever floats you.
Alaska. Alaska's good.
I could ride a dune buggy up there. I could be like a bush pilot.
Take care, Jesse.
Aww.
Excuse me.
Check your pockets, Jesse.
Hey, man, you can't go in there. Do you no-show? Why didn't you call? Why didn't you... stop! Hey, hey, get in here! Back off! You stay where you are. What? I don't know what happened here. What did I do?
You stole it off of me. You and him, you took it right out of my pocket, didn't you?
Whoa, calm down. Yes, okay. I had you lift your dope. I told you I couldn't risk the guy not taking you.
No! The ricin cigarettes! You had him steal it off of me! And all for that asshole, Mr. Waits! He poisoned Brock! He poisoned Brock, and you helped him!
Okay, Jesse, calm down.
Say it again! Tell me one more time to calm down, come on!
I'm sorry. Yes, okay, I had Huel lift your cigarette, but what made me? He told me he was helping you. He was saving you. I never would have agreed to it if I know what he was going to do. Jesse, you got to believe me. I don't want any of this.
Back up!
Hey, it's me. You got a big problem.
It's frozen. Oh my god! Gee, I thought that was gonna come towards me. Jesus. Jesse has to be the guy that Walter's hunting. He probably spoke to Hank. Hank has his evidence. Probably won't have a job after this, but... And then Heisenberg escapes once again. And all the pieces are falling into place now for Jesse. He's figured out everything. Walter killed Mike, sweet-talking him and manipulating him and just buttering him up to do everything that he asked, get rid of Andrea and Brock, and now Jesse's snapped. Man, just the fury in his eyes, holy crap. As he's pouring that gasoline all over the house. Just all the pain in Jesse's life. It all stems from Walter. Saul doesn't deserve this. I'm surprised that Saul is so loyal. Maybe Saul will give Walter and his family that vacuum cleaner salesman's number. Maybe they'll go to Alaska. Maybe they went to Alaska and Walter drove back to Albuquerque to take out Jesse. It has to be Jesse that he's hunting. As Hank said, like, if you give me what I need, then, you know, I'll make all your problems go away. Then you can go back to Andrea and Brock. Skylar has to go as well. She can't stay in Albuquerque. She'll get arrested. I just keep thinking about Walter Jr. It's gonna break his heart. He's gonna find out soon. No. The house is gonna be set on fire, and it's gonna be abandoned. Everyone knows Walter's Heisenberg. It was written on the walls. I hope it was worth it, Walter, keeping all this money. Walter Jr. is gonna find out, and like, this money's for him? And like, the family, like, he wants to pass it on to his kids, like, they're not gonna accept this. Who's gonna get the money? It's just out there. And Walter's the only one with the coordinates. It's pinned on his fridge, and Jesse's about to set the house on fire. So then that'll be gone. That confession was brilliant. Holy crap. Everything just fit into place. They're just stunned. So good. But Walter and Hank's pride, like, I love it. They just both won't stop at nothing until they get what they want. Hank found out that Marie paid for his medical bills with Walter and Skylar's money. But like, Hank, Marie, you guys don't owe them anything. They're the reason you were put in that situation to begin with, so don't act all sad. Steve thinks there's something up with Hank. You finally have good intuition, Steve. I don't see an angle here. Why did you put my guys looking after Saul's place and Jesse Pinkman? No, he knows something's up. Lydia, what are you up to? Declan's gone. And Todd is gonna cook by himself. He already set the thing on fire once before. He's probably gonna blow up. His quality was only 74%. Yeah, no, once you've had Sky Blue, you can't go back. How did Walter put it? Yours is some off-brand, no-name cola, and I am classic Coke. Do you really want to live in a world without Coca-Cola? I knew this day would come. Marie found out. That's what I've been dreading, like, these last 3 episodes. I was like, I feel so bad. Walter Jr.'s next. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Oh my god. Bridges are burning right now. Everybody's flipped on Walter. Our little family's falling apart. I hope everyone lives happily ever after. Trent, I'm still waiting on that guacamole, man. Somebody tell Billy to play with his toy car in his driveway, not in the streets. He just wants Hank to pay for another one. He wants to get it run over. I see what you're doing, Billy. Skinny Pete, Badger, I'm down to watch some Star Trek with you guys. We'll invite Huel. So I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.